So we'll just start. Okay. So the topic for today, that is thrombolytic agents. Okay, so thrombolytic agents comes from the word thrombolytic. Okay, it comes from the word thrombosis. Okay, so thrombosis is something that is related to blood clot. Okay, so this is the third category of, or you can say the third classification of anticoagulant agents. Okay, so thrombolysis, okay, the definition of thrombolysis, it is a process or a form of treatment with a primary goal of dissolving the blood clots that causes obstruction. Okay, so if there is any blood clot in the arteries, okay, in any arteries, it can be carotid artery or it can be coronary artery. Okay, so if there is any blood clot which is present inside the artery, okay, and it is obstructing the blood flow, proper flow, it is not, the blood is not going properly. Okay, it is not flowing because of the blood clot, traffic jam ho gaya, congestions ho gaya. So we need to remove that clot, you know, so that the proper blood will flow into the artery. So we need to remove that blood clot. So in this case, we will give some medicine that will dissolve. Okay, dissolve the blood clot, and therefore there will be no more obstruction. Okay, so thrombolysis, it is a process or it is a form of treatment, and the main goal of this procedure or the main goal of thrombolysis is to dissolve blood clot that causes any obstruction, that causes any roadblock or causes any congestion in the artery. So this is a common form of treatment that can assist the patients who are suffering from blood clot. This can also facilitate the improvement of one's blood. So thrombolysis, ठीक है, ये क्या करते हैं, जो भी blood clot है arteries के अंदर, उसको dissolve कर देते हैं. ठीक है, so when the blood clot is dissolved, ठीक है, so what happen is there will be good flow, a proper flow of blood. Okay, and this is very beneficial for patients suffering from any blood clot disease condition. Okay, so this is about thrombolysis. Okay, so you can see the picture here also. Okay, so there is a blood clot here. This is an artery, so there is a blood clot, and we are inserting a catheter. You can see the blue color. Okay, so we are inserting the catheter, and at the tip of the catheter there is a thrombolytic medicine. ठीक है, तो पहले हम एक catheter लेंगे, ठीक है, and at the tip of the catheter we will insert the thrombolytic medicines. Okay, and then after that you will insert into the artery where there is blood clot. Okay, so when we insert, we will insert it directly into the blood clot, and then ये जो medicine है at the top of the catheter tip, वो उस blood clot को dissolve कर देंगे. Okay, so you can see here. Okay, this is another picture also. Okay, so you can see the red color, this is a blood clot, and this yellow color is a plaque. That is because of the fatty lipids. Okay, so this blood clot, we want to remove this blood clot because it is causing obstruction. ठीक है, तो हम क्या कर लेंगे, एक catheter insert कर लेंगे with a thrombolytic medicine at the tip, and when this medicine is in contact with the clot, तो उसको dissolve कर लेंगे. ठीक है, so this procedure is called thrombolysis. Is this clear with thrombolysis?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there is a difference between removal of clot. Okay, there is a difference between the breakdown of clot and dissolving. Okay, breakdown or destruction of clots is something else, like we give in anticoagulants. Okay, antiplatelet, these are all which are not allowing the platelets to be active. Okay, and anticoagulants are those which does not allow the factors to be active. Okay, लेकिन thrombolysis is another procedure, it is another form of treatment. इसमें क्या होता है, ये blood clot को dissolve करते हैं. ठीक है, I hope everyone knows the meaning of dissolve. ठीक है, suppose when we when we have acidity, okay, you must have seen that medicine ENO. ठीक है, एक पैकेट में आते हैं इनो. सो व्हाट डू वी डू व्हेन वी put eno in water? What does it do? It dissolves in the water. ठीक है, so that is dissolving. Okay, so in this procedure also, okay, ये इसमें क्या है कि ये जो medicines है, एक specific medicines होते हैं, we call it as thrombolytic agents. ये जो medicines है ये क्या करते हैं, ये blood clot को dissolve करते हैं. ठीक है, there only at that original place where there is a blood clot, there and then only they will dissolve the blood clot. ठीक है, so this procedure is called thrombolysis. Then in thrombolysis, how dissolving takes place? This is because there should be an inactive precursor or an inactive supporter. ठीक है, we call it as plasminogen. ठीक है, ये जो plasminogen है, it is being converted into plasmin by a single peptide bond. Okay, and this plasmin, okay, is relatively non-specific protease. What does it do? It digests the fibrin clots. ठीक है, so plasmin, a very important factor. ठीक है, plasmin is the main you can say the main hero here. ठीक है, तो plasmin क्या करते हैं? When plasmin is released or is being produced or it is being produced, yeah. So ये जो plasmin है ये क्या करते हैं? ये fibrin clots को digest करते हैं. ठीक है, it digests the fibrin clots and also other plasma proteins, including the coagulation factors. Okay, coagulation factors like factor 1, factor 2, factor 3, factor 4, and so on till factor 13. Okay, so these are the coagulation factors. Okay, so first of all, there should be a plasminogen. Plasminogen will be converted into plasmin, okay, with the help of peptide bonds. Okay, so when this plasmin is produced, okay, when it reaches into the blood clot, what happens is it will digest all the clots, all the fibrin clots, and also the plasma proteins, including the coagulation factors. Okay, so there is a cycle here. This is a flow chart. Okay, first of all, the plasminogen, okay, it is being converted into plasmin with the help of a plasminogen activator. Okay, so ये जो plasmin है, when plasmin is being produced, it what does it do? It helps in the fibrin degradation products. Means it tries to digest the fibrin clots. Okay, and therefore it will lead to clot dissolution, or it will help in dissolving the clot. Okay, so there is another flow chart here also. So plasminogen activator. Activator is it is a supporter. Okay, it helps in converting plasminogen to plasmin. ठीक है, तो plasminogen activators इसके अंदर और बहुत सारी medicines है, and enzymes also, we can say like streptokinase enzyme. Then there is tissue plasminogen activator, also TPA. Then there is urokinase, and there is anti-streplates. Okay, so these are the 4 enzymes, or these are the 4 plasminogen activator. ठीक है, ये इन चारों की वजह से plasminogen is converted into plasmin, and plasmin is our main hero, our main objective है. Okay, we need plasmin so that it will help in the fibrinolysis. That is, it will digest all the fibrin clots. Okay, and it will dissolve the clot. Okay, so this is how the thrombolysis takes place. Okay, this is the procedure how the clot is being dissolved. Okay, is this clear with thrombolysis? किसी को doubt है?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so now coming to the agents, the medicines. Okay, so the thrombolytic agent, it is a treatment to dissolve dangerous clots in the blood vessels. Okay, so if there is any blood clot in the arteries or in the blood vessels, so it will try to dissolve, these agents will try to dissolve the clot. Then it also improves the blood flow and prevent any damage to the tissues and organs. Okay, so thrombolytic agents are very helpful, are very useful, okay, in disease conditions like DVT, deep vein thrombosis, in cases of stroke, okay, where there because of any blood clot in the In the arteries, it can obstruct the blood flow to the brain. Okay, so brain tissues will not get oxygen. Okay, so patient will have stroke. Then in many disease condition that I will teach you later, the indication. Okay, so the definition here of thrombolytic agent, it is a treatment which is used to dissolve dangerous clots in the blood vessels. Not only that, it improves the blood flow, and also it prevents any damage to the tissues or any damage to the organs. Next, the thrombolytic agents are available today. They are serine proteases that works by converting plasminogen to the natural fibrinolytic agent plasmin. Okay, so those plasminogen activator that I told you, okay, they are available in the market in the form of medicine. Okay, and a common one is the serine proteases. Okay, plasmin lyses clot by breaking down the fibrinogen and fibrin which are contained in the clot. Okay, so plasmin, like I said, that plasmin is our main hero. ठीक है, अगर plasmin नहीं है तो क्या हो जाते हैं? Blood clot will not dissolve. ठीक है, so we need plasmin. Okay, so plasmin, what does it do? It destroys the clot by breaking down the fibrinogen and fibrin which are contained in the clot. So that is how the clot is being dissolved by plasmin. Okay. Then coming to the categories. Okay, so thrombolytic agent. Okay, they are also called as fibrinolytic agent. ठीक है, तो याद रखना. If you see any in the exam, if you see fibrinolytic agent, then remember it is also the same like thrombolytic agent. Okay, they are the same. Okay, medicines are the same. It's just the names are different. Okay, so thrombolytic agent, also called as fibrinolytic agent, they are divided in two categories. एक है fibrin specific agent and the other is non-fibrin specific agent. Okay. So these are the two categories of thrombolytic agent. So fibrin specific agents, okay, so it includes medicines like alteplase, okay, TPA. Then there is also medicine like retiplase, RPA. Then there is tenecteplase medicine, okay, tablet, which produces the limited plasminogen conversion in the absence of fibrin. So these are the fibrin. They are responsible for the plasminogen to be converted to plasmin, and also in the fibrinogen, the destruction of the fibrin. Okay, and second is non-fibrin specific agent like streptokinase and catalyzed systemic fibrinolysis. Okay, so streptokinase medicine is also very commonly used in the hospital. Okay, so these are the medicines which are responsible for the activation of plasminogen to plasmin. Okay, only till then. Okay, so remember, streptokinase and catalyzed systemic fibrinolysis, they are responsible for the activation of plasminogen to plasmin. So these are the two categories of fibrinolytic agent. Okay? Then coming to the types. Okay, so in thrombolytic agents, like I said, there are so many medicines, okay, under this category. Okay, these are number one, aminase, or we call it as anistreptase. Okay, aminase, it is a brand name. Anistreptase is the chemical name. Retavase, okay, this is the brand name or the trait name of the medicine, and retiplase is the chemical name. Streptase, it is the brand name of the medicine. Streptokinase is the chemical or the generic name. Then we also have TPA and TNKase medicine, and there is also another which we call it as abokinase. So these are some of the medicine. Okay, they can come in injection form or tablet form, oral form. These are thrombolytic agents or the medicines under thrombolytic agents. Is this clear with the types of thrombolytic agents? किसी को doubt है? Okay. So in hospitals, okay, like which are dealing with the speciality of the heart, okay, where there are heart surgeries or only heart patients, okay, patients suffering with heart disease or cardiovascular disorders. Okay, so you will see in many of the patients, or you will see in the cupboard of the medicine cupboard of the wards, you will see these medicine. Okay, streptokinase medicine, streptase, retavase, aminase, okay, TPA, TNKase, abokinase. These are some medicines which are commonly used in the hospitals. Okay, so maybe in the future when you'll be in fourth year or third year, you'll be when you are posted in Metro Heart Hospital, so you make sure that you check for these medicines. Okay, streptokinase, retavase. Okay, so whenever you see these medicines, you remember that they are thrombolytic agents. Okay, and thrombolytic agents क्या करते हैं? ये blood clot को dissolve करते हैं. Okay, so that there will be no more blood clot in the artery and it will improve the blood flow in the blood vessels. Okay, so these are thrombolytic agents. Now coming to the risk of thrombolytic agents. Okay, so if patients are taking thrombolytic agents or patient is taking streptokinase tablet or streptokinase injection. Okay, so what are the risks that they can have? Okay, so patient can have severe high blood pressure. Okay, the blood pressure can increase. They can have hypertension. Then they can have active bleeding or severe blood loss. Hemorrhagic stroke हो सकता है from in the brain, severe kidney disease, okay, or they can they can have any bruising or bleeding in the injection site, any damage to the blood vessels, migration of the blood clot to another part of the vascular system, and there can be kidney damage also in patients with diabetes. Okay, so these are some of the risks of thrombolytic agents. Okay, so patients taking these thrombolytic agents should be clearly monitored, okay, for these risks. Okay, then coming to the indications. Okay, so for example, streptokinase, okay, a very important medicine, commonly used, a very common thrombolytic agent, you can say. So streptokinase is given in patients suffering from ST elevation myocardial infarction. Okay, then it's also given in arterial thrombosis. Okay, it is a disease condition where there is a clot in the arteries. Then there is DVT, deep vein thrombosis, where there is a blood clot in the deep veins of our lower extremities. Okay. Then pulmonary embolism, that is, there is a blood clot in the lungs. Okay, in the pulmonary veins, or there can be a blood clot in the pulmonary arteries. Okay. So in the lungs also there can be blood clot. Then it is also given in intra-arterial or intravenous catheter occlusion. Okay, so if we are inserting a catheter into the arteries, okay, so what happens is there can be chances of blood clot in the catheter, okay, or there can be blood clot in the artery, so we can give streptokinase so that the blood clot will be dissolved. Okay, so this is the indication. Then coming to the contraindication. Okay, so in contraindication, we should not give thrombolytic agent if patient is suffering from any history of hypertension. Okay, it can be acute or it can be chronic hypertension, or patient is जो BP है, it is not controlled. Okay, it is not properly managed. Then in such condition, we should not give thrombolytic agent. Then history of any ischemic stroke. Okay, if patient is having any because of stroke, okay, because of stroke, there is no tissue perfusion, blood supply is not properly going to the brain tissues. So what happens is the brain tissues can die. The brain tissues, there will be necrosis, gangrene. Okay, cell death हो जाते हैं. Okay, so in such condition we should not give thrombolytic agent. Then dementia. Okay, patients suffering from dementia, you can say patient suffering from confusion, forgetfulness. Okay, so in such condition also we should not give. Then recent internal bleeding. If there is any internal bleeding which is very recent, very present, current situation में bleeding हो रहा है internally, then we should not give thrombolytic agent. Because if we give thrombolytic agent, then what happens is patient will, will bleed more and more. Okay, so that will lead to hemorrhagic shock. Then we should not give if there is, no compressible vascular punctures. Okay, so if patient is suffering from any punctures or any injury, okay, then also we have to be very careful while giving thrombolytic agent. Then pregnancy also, okay, contraindication in pregnancy. So women who are pregnant, we should not give thrombolytic agent. And also if patient is taking or is getting anticoagulant like warfarin injection or warfarin tablets, then thrombolytic agents should not be given. Okay, so we should not mix warfarin and thrombolytic agent. Okay, we should not mix anticoagulant and thrombolytic agent. Because the action will be more. It will be very powerful. Okay, wherever because we are giving both. They are both responsible for not forming any clot in the artery or forming any clot in the blood vessel. So patient will continuously bleed. ठीक है, bleeding शुरू हो जाएगा, internal bleeding या external bleeding, and patient can go into hemorrhagic shock. So we should not give anticoagulant or and thrombolytic agent. ठीक है, we should not mix. ठीक है, is this clear with contraindication? किसी को डाउट है? Students?
No, ma'am.
Okay, now coming to the side effects. Okay, so what are the side effects of thrombolytic agents? Number one, non-cardiogenic pulmonary edema. Okay, so there can be swelling. Okay, there can be edema in the lungs. Okay, and because and when there is edema or when there is swelling in the lungs, then the gaseous exchange also will not be proper and will not be managed. Okay, so there can be any disruption in the gaseous exchange. So we have to be very careful when we are giving thrombolytic agents. Then patient can go into hypotension. Okay, when their BP is very low, lower than the normal value. Patient can have fever, patient can have chills, shivering, cold. Then his patient can have history of cerebrovascular hemorrhage, that is internal bleeding in the brain. Okay, because you are giving too much of thrombolytic agent. Okay, the blood clot is dissolved. So, in a fast rate, and then there can be chances for bleeding. Then marked hypertension, that is if systolic arterial pressure is more than 180 mmHg or diastolic arterial pressure is more than 110 mmHg. So if SAP is more than 180 and DAP is more than 110, then we can consider them as marked hypertension. So we have to be very careful. We have to check the blood pressure. We have to monitor the blood pressure of the patient 24 hours if we are giving any thrombolytic agent. Then we have to suspect for any aortic dissection, okay, in the especially in the aorta. And also we have to check for any patient can have any internal bleeding. Okay, so these are some of the side effects or the adverse effects of thrombolytic agents. Okay, is this clear with everyone? Anybody has any doubts? Anji Pragya?
No doubt, ma'am.
Okay, so now coming to the nursing management. Okay, so what are the nursing management or the roles and responsibility of a nurse while giving thrombolytic agents? Okay, first of all, you have to monitor vital signs. Okay, patient can have fever or shivering, so you have to monitor the temperature. You have to monitor their pulse rate, the respiratory rate. Why respiratory rate? Because patient can have pulmonary edema. Okay, so there can be obstruction in the gaseous exchange. Patient can have a difficulty in breathing. The SpO2 can be low. So you have to check their pulse, check the pulse rate. You have to check the respiratory rate, check their SpO2, which is very important. And सबसे important है, you have to check their blood pressure. Okay, blood pressure you have to check continuously, monitor करना. Then assess for any or monitor for any bleeding. Okay, it can be internal bleeding or external bleeding. We have to check for any bleeding. Then if patient is feeling cold, patient is having fever, then you can you can give a blanket. Okay, if patient is feeling cold, then you can give blanket. You can give hot water bag so that the patient's temperature can be warm, not feeling cold. And if in case of fever, then you can give cold compression also so that the temperature can go down. And you can also give tablet paracetamol so that the temperature can reduce. Okay, then after that, then you have to follow the 10 rights of medication, right patient, right drug. Okay, either you give streptokinase or whatever the doctor has prescribed, either streptokinase or aminase. Okay, whichever medicine has to be given to the patient, you have to check. So right drug, right patient, right dose. Okay, what is the dose? Is it 5 mg or 10 mg? So that depends on the medication orders. Okay, what is the route? Right route. Is it orally, tablet form, or should be given by IV injection? So that also depends upon the doctor's orders. Okay. Then educate the patient about the side effects. Okay, we have to tell the patient that if any side effects is showing on your body, you have to report immediately to the nurse or you have to report to the doctor. Okay. Then we can educate the patient about the disease condition that they are suffering, either it is stroke or either it is DVT, okay, or any other like pulmonary embolism. Okay, so we can educate them about the disease condition. Okay, then give them some positive, any positive advice. Give them, counsel them also. Okay, tell them not to have stress. Okay, tell them to relax. Give a comfortable position to the patient. Okay, and if patient has to go for surgery, then you have to prepare the patient preoperative management. Preoperative management should be followed by the nurse. Okay, what you should do before sending the patient for surgery, before sending the patient to OT. So all these are some of the nursing responsibilities. Okay, is this clear with everyone with the topic for today? That is thrombolytic agent. Okay, remember thrombolytic agent is also called fibrinolytic agent. Okay, thrombolytic agents are medicines that dissolves the blood clot. Okay, so how do we do this? Whenever there is a blood clot in any artery, we will insert a catheter, and at the tip of the catheter, we will put a medicine. We will put this thrombolytic agent. Okay, and we will insert the catheter into the artery, and the thrombolytic agent or the thrombolytic medicine will start dissolving the blood clot. It will start functioning. Okay, and the function of thrombolysis is, you can see this flow chart. Okay, first plasminogen is converted to plasmin with the help of, with the support of plasminogen activator. Okay, so activator are some of these medicine like streptokinase. Okay, so it helps plasminogen to be converted to plasmin. And plasmin is the hero, or you can say the main character of this the process. Okay, so plasmin, what does it do? It tries to digest all the fibrin. Okay, we do not want any blood clot to happen. So we are trying to dissolve all the fibrin, and therefore plasmin helps in converting, or it helps the procedure of fibrin to be converted into fibrinolysis. That is destruction of the fibrin. Okay, so when fibrin degradation products, or when fibrin is digested by the plasmin, then there will be clot dissolution, or the clot will be dissolved. Okay, so this is about thrombolysis. Okay, and the medications or the medicines we are doing today, that is the thrombolytics. Okay, the medicines that are doing this procedure, that are dissolving the blood clot. Okay, and when we dissolve the blood clot, there will be improvement in the blood flow. Okay, blood will flow properly in the artery or in the veins. Okay, is this clear with thrombolytic agent? Anybody has any doubt?